That's not my name.
You got something for me?
No, you can't have it. It's for Alvin. He has to play with him.
Justin, what are you doing? I need the figure for review. Can I have it?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's...
What's up, fellow collectors? Welcome to another A&R review. Today, we are looking at the 2-pack Hasbro Infinity Saga, Captain Marvel, and Pepper Potts aka Rescue Armor. Both of these figures featured here were featured fairly late into the MCU. Both of these characters are as they appeared in the Endgame, with Captain Marvel and her short hair shaved on one side, and Rescue with her blue suit and multi-ion blasters. Now, full disclosure, I'm not the biggest Brie Larson Captain Marvel fan, but anytime you give me cool, nice, shiny figures, I gotta check them out. Now, we'll take a quick walk around the box here. It is, going with the theme, the Infinity Saga. They've released a bunch of figures in this kind of boxing. They've had, Ironmonger that we did, and several other characters, Thor and, Odin. But yeah, so you've got that nice window to showcase the entire, all the stuff inside it here with both characters and their accessories. It is perfectly set up for collectors who want in-box collecting. A lot of people, want to kind of keep the box as sort of a memorabilia to celebrate the Avengers movies. They did that with the 10-year anniversary packaging as well. So front right there, you see Infinity Saga, up here Avengers Endgame, and on the sides you've got the posters for the characters. Both sides are a little bit different. And on the back here, you've got the movie poster with a little bit of write-up, and in the bottom here, Marvel and Hasbro. And then for the top, you've got the Avengers logo. Bottom, you've got barcodes and all kinds of fun stuff at the bottom there for legalese. Slice and dice, baby. So out of the package here, you've got all these accessories, and I noticed one thing. Captain Marvel comes with 2 sets of hands. She comes with 0 sets of hands. Hasbro, you want to let me know why that is the case? I mean, I get you giving me all these, extra heads here, but a set of hands would have been nice. She's got 2. So first off, we have Captain Marvel, an intergalactic superhero. One of the characters that MC is really pushing hard right now because they want to get outside of Earth into the universe and the galaxy. So you got Guardians of the Galaxy, you got her, and I don't know who else they're going to be bringing down the road, but she's one of the characters that are pushing really hard to see this intergalactic battles. So aesthetically, I think she's just basically a repaint. I do have one of the older Captain Marvel figures here, and I've looked at the arms, the knees, the ankle area. Everything looks pretty much the same. The upper area though, the collar is a little different here because the armors look a little different. And then she's got this sash over her belt here, which can be moved around. It's not actually glued in. But for the most part, she is pretty much the same as the older figures that you got, including the one with the jacket as well. So in terms of the paint scheme and the actual head sculpt, the head sculpt actually looks, if you look at it from certain angles, it's Brie Larson, right? The short hair. I don't mind that. I think it's a pretty decent head sculpt considering the price point we're paying. The paint around her, it's not too bad. The gold I wish was a little bit brighter. It feels like it's like a greenish mix of gold, not actually gold. So I kind of wish it was a little bit brighter to kind of make it pop. And the red and blue to me is fine. It's a little toned down, which is good. It's fine with me. My only gripe is the gold should have been a little bit brighter, I think. But overall, it's a pretty decent figure. It's an updated Captain Marvel figure, and I think this is, if you're an MCU collector, you're gonna have to like this refresh of her. So articulation wise, well, she's got a hinge on the neck area here, so you can crank the head up like that. So if you want to get into flight poses, you get a pretty decent range here. And then for the upper body area here, she's got no butterfly joint. She just has single elbow. Boo. Yeah, I mean, it's the same figure that we got before, but what are you gonna do? Single elbow. No butterfly joint. The shoulder pad is actually glued onto the actual top of the shoulder here instead of the body. And then for upper torso, you've got upper torso swivel here. No waist swivel. She does have a thigh cut. She has double knee. And the ankle area, she has up and down hinge with a little bit of rock in there. The wrist here is also got a hinge, and you can rotate it and you can go up and down. So basic articulation, nothing crazy here. I understand the need to use the same, body from the previous ones to save a little bit of money, but this might be her last figure from this. This is the last figure from the Infinity Saga. They could have added a little bit more to this figure and made it a little bit different, sending it off, finishing the Infinity Saga. It would have just been a little bit nicer. So before I do the accessories on Captain Marvel, I do want to remind everybody who's watching, if you're not a subscriber, go ahead, hit that subscribe button and leave a comment on our videos because you have a chance to win a prize every month. So accessory wise, she's got 2 sets of hands. They're open hands, one's like this, it's slightly closed, and then she's got these wide open slap the face hands. They're kind of odd, the decisions of these hands here. But okay, I'll take them. I mean, they're extra hands, right? Can't complain. And then she's got the Iron Gauntlet here, the Iron Man Gauntlet with all the Infinity Stones on there. Next up, we have Rescue Armor, aka Pepper Potts, who has been with us for a very long time in the MCU, acting as sort of like a moral compass to Tony Stark and saving his life on numerous occasions. She eventually dons Iron Suit a couple times in the Infinity Saga, but we only see her reach her full potential in the final endgame battle. She kind of felt like an afterthought in the endgame, appearing kind of out of nowhere, blowing up aliens, when we've only really known her as a corporate CEO. But just by looking at this, I think I'm liking what I see. The last rescue we got, the likeness was a little off and the paint was less than desirable. We've never really had a good figure, so maybe this rescue might rescue us. Alright, aesthetic wise, I'm already liking the paint scheme on her compared to the previous one here. The previous one is really bright and doesn't really look like metal. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm saying here, but this one actually feels like it's more metallic, it's more metal looking. The blue is a little darker, more realistic. So I really like the updated paint scheme on this character here versus this one here. So I do want to point out one thing here. If you look at the side here, the arms, this one has that gold outline on the back of the arm. This one is all silver. So there is changes. So there's silver and gold on the new body, while in the old body, it's more gold than anything else with a hint of silver. But they really did make, changes to some of the areas here. So like this one has silver here, but gold here. This one's got silver on the bottom, but silver at the top here as well. So articulation wise, it's not any different than the old previous figure. There's minor paint app differences, that's it. So face wise, this is a better rendition of Gwyneth Paltrow versus the other one we got, which is really scary. Articulation wise, we'll do a little quick walk around here. For the head here, it's unfortunate she has a ponytail because you can't really get the head up any higher. It is on a ball hinge here, so yeah, that's kind of unfortunate. So she's flying, she's gonna have her head looking down all the time. I mean, that's the highest you're gonna get. I wish it could go a little bit higher, but yeah, the ponytail just kind of restricts it. Shoulder area, no butterfly joint. You do have a hinge here, so you can get it up this high, and you can rotate it around. She does have a bicep swivel, unlike Captain Marvel, and she has double elbow, unlike Captain Marvel. Wrist, you can get the wrist to move here. You can't really move it up because of the armor at the top here, so it restricts it from going back, but you can do a full rotation on there and have it hinged that way up. For the torso area, you have upper torso swivel, but no waist swivel, no thigh cut. Captain Marvel does have a thigh cut, but there's an armor, right? So it'd be weird to have a thigh cut there. And then you have double knee here. And then at the bottom, the ankle up and down, and you can get rocking a little bit left to right. So yeah, I mean, pretty basic stuff for an armor figure. You know, Iron Man has very similar articulation to her. Nothing out of the ordinary here. We're not going to get a butterfly joint in this figure. I think the paint itself is good. The sculpt on the head is great. And we'll also talk about the accessories here. But I think this is a pretty good rendition of Rescue, sort of like tying it in, because I don't know if we're going to ever see her again in the MCU. But if we're not, and this is the final version of her, it's a pretty decent version of her. So accessory wise, she comes with 2 different head sculpts here. One opened up like this, which is nice. I mean, it's a little different than this head sculpt, but it's cool that they had the open shield rendition of her here. Up next, we've got the actual closed down helmet here, looking pretty decent here. I like it. We've got the blasters right here, the blue blasters. You can put her on the feet to give her that, you know, launching look to it. And then we've got the backpacks, the 2 different backpacks. One that's already on her right now. You can just pop that off. So the other backpack that opens up here, I call it a backpack, it's a jetpack, whatever you want to call it. It's some sort of pack. It opens up here inside, but you can actually pop these guys off because you can insert these guys on. And you're just going to put these guys in here, like so. And then all of a sudden you have the blaster effects that she uses in the movie, which is so badass. I remember seeing it, I was like, damn, she's better than Tony. So here she is all decked out, full armor out, and the helmet's on. Just, yeah, she looked really cool. I'm digging the paint scheme, like I said. Yeah, this is Rescue right here. This is definitely rescuing this figure right now, this look. So upon further inspection here, I didn't realize how psychotic this figure looks. I mean, this looks crazy. The eyeball actually extends all the way to the eyebrow at the top with an additional eyebrow above it. So yeah, really, really creepy. Just in time for Halloween, I guess. I think dear old Gwyneth has been using a lot of goop. So comparison wise, we've got the Mark 85 and we've got Thor here. And yeah, I think they scale pretty good with these guys. She is supposed to be a little bit taller because she's got the armor on. And you know, I think Brie Larson's Captain Marvel is a little bit shorter than Thor. And yeah, I honestly think this looks really good here. Next up, we have Obadiah here with Pepper Potts, obviously from MCU's Iron Man 1. And then we have Thanos here in the Endgame, part of the Infinity Saga wave. You know, these guys are all in the Infinity Saga, and I think they look great here. You know, beginning MCU right here character to the very last movie character right here. So these two fit in well with them, and they scale pretty good. All right, so what's my final take on these guys? Okay, well, this is an MCU package, 2-pack. It's to celebrate the Infinity Saga, and I think they're a pretty good set. The updates to the paint apps on the bodies are good. The actual face rendering for these two is good. Just, we can forget about this one. Yikes. I'm kind of disappointed there's no additional hands for her, but I get it. There's other stuff going on here, including all this, you know, armory pieces that they've added to this package. So I get the fact they didn't add hands. Her, she's got additional hands here, and I'm kind of disappointed they didn't actually give the mullet the helmet. It would have been nice to add that in there, because considering she's got 2 here, it would have been nice to get another version of Brie Larson's character uniform here. If you're an MCU fan and you're a collector of MCU Marvel Legends, well then this too is an upgrade to what you already had of Rescue and Captain Marvel. I think they're worth the 2-pack. I think you need to get it if you want, you know, to have these in your MCU collection. If you're not an MCU collector, then you don't really care what I have to say, right? What you should really care is subscribing and leaving a comment on our videos every month, because you have a chance to win a prize. All right, so October is coming to an end, and we wanted to give our prize. We did announce several videos what we're giving away. We're giving away Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow from the Snake Eyes movie. And our winner is Alex Martinez. So Alex, if you're watching this video, go ahead in the about section of our video and get a hold of us, and we will ship these out to you. As always, thank you for watching. Have yourself a great day. Bye-bye.